What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with some college football playoff round 2 predictions, which will be this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. And we're going to start out with Tuesday night's game. Penn State versus Boise State. Yeah, I got Penn State winning this game. I think it's going to be a good game too. But I think Penn State is more battle tested than Boise State. I think Penn State just got more playmakers. Now, I understand Boise State in their running game. I understand Genty. This guy that ran for near 2,500 yards. He got 29 touchdown rushing, 30 total. So he's a real workhorse for Boise State on the offensive side of the ball. But I just don't feel Boise State got enough. Now, Penn State, they got a pretty good daggone defense. But do they have enough to stop Genty? I don't know. I think Genty will run for at least 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Matter of fact, I think he'll run for more than 100 yards. But I think he'll have 2 rushing touchdowns. But can Boise State put this ball in the air on this Penn State defense? I don't know. I just feel like Penn State is more battle tested. They are in the Big Ten, and they one of the best programs in the Big Ten this season. And so, they battle tested. So, but in saying that, Boise State, they did face Oregon, even though they lost. They only lost to Oregon by 3 points, and that's their only loss. But then again, Boise State, they got close wins. A 17-13 win over Wyoming. That's not good. A 28-21 win over Nevada. A 29-24 win over UNLV. Okay, so they got some close wins against teams that's not so good. But, hey, we'll see how it all works out. And like I say, I got Penn State winning this game. I just don't feel Boise State got enough. I don't. Now, Genty, he'll probably go off and have a great game like he done had a great season. But for us running them to a win, it ain't going to happen. You got to be more than one-dimensional against Penn State. Now, they got a pretty good quarterback. So, but he is not an elite quarterback, and I don't feel Boise State got elite wide receivers. Not at all. But like I say, I think it's going to be a good game, but I got Penn State winning this game, and I got Penn State winning by at least 10 points. So that's my prediction for that game. I got Penn State beating Boise State and moving on to the semifinal round of the college football playoff. All right. January 31st. Now, this is the day. January 31st. Matter of fact, Penn State and Boise State. Where you at, Penn State and Boise State? Trying to see what time you play. Where is this? Penn State and Boise State, 7:30. All right. The Penn State is 11.5 point favorite. The over and under is 53.5. I'm gonna take the under in that game. All right. But I got Penn State winning by at least 10 points. Will they cover? I don't know. But anyway, Wednesday, January 31st, 1 p.m. Number 5, Texas versus number 4, Arizona State. Texas is a 12.5 point favorite, 51.5 the over and under. All right, taking the under again. Texas, let me see. I feel that Texas is going to win this game. I know Texas got 2 losses to the same team, and that's the Georgia Bulldogs. You got to understand, Georgia Bulldogs, one of the best teams in the SEC, one of the best teams in the country. Okay, so that's the only team that have been able to beat these Texas Longhorns. So, yeah, I'm picking Texas to beat Arizona State. Now, Arizona State, they got a workhorse too. Oh, Scatterboo. Scatterboo will run the hell out that damn ball. But guess what? It's going to take more than Scatterboo to beat those Texas Longhorns. You look at Arizona State. They lost to lowly Texas Tech, and they lost to Cincinnati. Come on, man. You You losing to teams like that in respect to beat those Texas Longhorns. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think Texas got too many studs. They do got the better roster. They done played the better schedule. They done played the tougher teams. So I think Texas got everything in their favor except the run game. But it's going to take more than the run game to beat those Texas Longhorns. So Arizona State, you're going to have a tough task. I mean, a very tough task. All right. I think Texas is going to win, move on to the semifinal round of the college football playoff. And I feel like Texas, they got something to prove. I feel like they want to get to those Georgia Bulldogs again for a third time. Now, who wants to see that? I don't know. But this is just my opinion. In Arizona State, even though you are a good team, I don't think you're good enough to beat those Texas Longhorns. I like what I've seen in Arizona State, offensively and defensively. But I just think Texas got too many weapons. That's why I'm picking these Texas Longhorns. My only issue with Texas is that daggone Quinn Ewers. That's my only issue. Quinn Ewers is too inconsistent. Too inconsistent. I would like to see more of Arch Manning. That's just me. But it's playoff time. Quinn Ewers been in there, the starter for all this time. They ain't going to, sit him on the bench in favor of starting Arch Manning. I don't think so. He'll have to get injured in order for Arch Manning to come in and get significant playing time. All right. Now, they might switch out because, Texas do got plays built in specifically for Arch Manning. But, hey, we'll see. But I don't think Arizona State got enough, just like I don't think Boise State got enough for Penn State. So, that's my prediction for Texas and Arizona State. All right, moving on. 5 p.m. Ohio State versus Oregon. Ohio State is a 2.5-point favorite, 55.5 over and under. I'm gonna take the over on that. I'm gonna take the over. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I got Oregon winning this game. They done did it once. They can do it again. And I know it's a myth out there. It's hard to beat the same team twice in 1 year, but it's been done several times. It just happened this year. Texas and Georgia, I just mentioned it. But yeah, I got Oregon winning this game. I think Oregon going to win this game by more than 1 point. Ohio State, they will lose, even though they're the favorite. And I think Oregon will beat them by at least 10 points. I feel like Ohio State, they so high, they still high on that win against Tennessee. Because it's only their second win over the SEC in the past 10 years. So they high on the haul from that win, and they ain't came down yet. Trust me. Trust me. So they got a lingering effect, and that's what's going to cost them. That's what's going to cost them. Oregon got some weapons for your ass at that wide receiver position. Now, I know Ohio State got some good ass wide receivers too, and they got one of the best in the country in Jeremiah Smith. And they got a Mika Mbuka. I know all of this. I know this. I know they got Caleb Downs on the defensive side of the ball, a pretty good secondary, pretty good defense. Matter of fact, I believe they the number 1 defense in the nation. Well, they going to be exposed by those Oregon Ducks come Wednesday night, January the 1st. And Oregon will move on into the semifinal round of the college football playoff. And Ohio State going to be taking their ass home and sitting right beside OKB and his Alabama Crimson Tide. That's what Ohio State is going to be doing. All right. Oregon, Dylan Gabriel. Gonna tear that ass up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Dan Lanning is about to put it on Ryan Day. I can guarantee you. And I don't want to hear no damn excuses, Ohio State fans, because y'all been talking big shit after the win against those Tennessee Volunteers. So you about to be humble now for the rest of the damn offseason. That's all I know. So yeah, I got Oregon beating Ohio State by double digits this time. All right. Moving on. 8:45. Those Georgia Bulldogs will be facing, matter of fact, number 2 Georgia Bulldogs will be facing number 7 Notre Dame. All right. 8:45. Georgia Bulldogs is a 1.5 point favorite. The over and under is 45.5, 45.5. I think the only reason Georgia is a 1.5 point favorite is because they coming into this game with a backup quarterback, Gunnar Stockton. You know, Carson Beck, he's out for the playoffs. No more Carson Beck. And plus, he done declared for the draft already. So, anyway, number 2 versus number 7 Georgia. Number 2 Georgia Bulldog versus number 7 Notre Dame. Notre Dame ain't got enough. It's going to take more than a damn run game to beat these Georgia Bulldogs. I can guarantee you that. If you're one-dimensional coming into a game facing these Georgia Bulldogs, it's going to be a bad day for you. A bad day. And this Notre Dame offense is predicated on the run. That's what they built the season off of, the run game. Now, they do got a pretty good defense. I got to give you that. But I think Georgia defense is good enough to stop every damn thing that Notre Dame got on the offensive side of the ball. Georgia got some weapons. I know they don't have no elite or prolific wide receivers. I know they coming into this game with a daggone backup quarterback. But I tell you what, they got a hell of a run game. Trevor Etienne and Nate Frazier, that's going to be hard to stop. I mean, really hard to stop. So, I'm telling you. And the wide receivers they can get the job done. They can get the job done, as you know. That's why they coming into this playoff game with what, 11-2 record, SEC champions. Yeah, they got some holes in the secondary. But when it comes down to it, they step up. They step up in critical times. I don't know if Notre Dame can do that. So yeah, I got Georgia Bulldogs beating those Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and Georgia will move on into the semifinal round of the college football playoffs. Yeah, Notre Dame ain't got enough. Furthermore, I don't think Notre Dame should be able to be in the playoff, being that they not a part of any conference. They should be made to join a conference if they want to participate in the playoff from now on. Just my opinion. But, yeah, I got Georgia winning. And those are my predictions. I got number 6, Penn State, beating number 3, Boise State, Tuesday night, 7:30 on ESPN. Wednesday night, January 1st, 1 p.m., I got number 5, Texas, beating number 4, Arizona State on ESPN. Wednesday, 5 p.m., I got number 1, Oregon, beating number 8, Ohio State on ESPN. Wednesday, 8:45, I got number 2, Georgia, beating number 7, Notre Dame on ESPN. And those are my predictions for the second round of the college football playoffs. So, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And it's going to be some great games in round 2 of the college football playoffs. So everybody tune in. And last but not least, roll damn Tide.